Let's get into it. Coach Colin here. I'm very excited about this clip because I'm going to be honest. It might shock some of you. I have never liked a movie that I've seen this guy in. Not one, not ever. I've never understood why people love this guy so much. And he just decided to endorse Biden, and he did it in the most cringy possible way. I'm in my 30s. I don't use the word cringe, but there's no other word that YouTube's going to allow me to use. So I got to say it like that for you guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. But after I watched this clip, this pandering, clearly bought and paid for clip, I was going through the comments like I usually do, and I found one guy who gave a response to celebrity opinions, and it is just perfect. So I'm going to show you this meat puppet celebrity first, and then I'm going to show you that clip. Let's get right into it.
A few days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president and speak here tonight, and I said, I am in. When and where? And thank you. And then they said, Jack, we know how busy you are. You don't have time. Look at all the other events that are happening tonight that you already turned down. MC at the Fliegelman Bat Mitzvah. The opening of the new Jack in the Box in Oxnard. Judge at the second annual Imperial Valley Avocado Festival. You don't see that on Meryl Streep's resume. I said, I know I turned them down, but my president needs me. Thank you. And then they hit me with the big one. They said, Jack, you can't go. You have nothing to wear. Your good suit is in the cleaners. Well, were they wrong? Because I had this to wear. My kick-ass American flag overalls. Most patriotic outfit of all times. That shut them up. There wasn't much they could say after that. And when the president wins in November... I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a sweet shout out in his victory speech for what I gave up to be here. Because when democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call. Mr. President, you're welcome. That's not the president. That's not Judge. It's a random dude. But I thought it would look better if I talked right to a guy.
Well, there you have it. Another one bites the dust. Another one bought and paid for. Sorry if I wrecked some of your childhoods. I've never been into any movie that I've seen this guy in ever. And you know what? If Goodfellas got ruined for me, if Casino got ruined for me, you know what? Whatever movies School of Rock, that gets ruined for you. Okay? You just remember this when you're watching School of Rock. You remember that he's like, my president needs me. And he was talking about Joe Biden. I'm not saying it's not his president. The guy's the president right now. So, yeah, it's a valid thing to say. But also, it's a gross thing to say at the same time. I'm going to be honest. Oh, man, when celebrities do stuff like this, when they do it, it's so weird because when you see it happen with Trump, like Amber Rose just endorsed Trump. But it was like a TMZ video. She's walking. They're kind of barraging her paparazzi style. And she just says some facts. She goes, hey, listen, Trump's for women's rights. I'm for women's rights. There's nothing wrong with him. I'm not being brainwashed by the left anymore. And you're like, wow, good for her. And then Biden brings a celebrity and it's Robert De Niro. Just like, oh, Trump's never going to leave. I don't like him. I would punch him. He's never punched anybody. I punch people. And then it's Jack Black who's like, I could have went to a Jack in the Box today. Yeah, my president. Ugh, it's the worst. But anyways, this guy right here gives the perfect response when it comes to celebrities' opinions in politics. Listen to this. Perfectly sums it up.
You know what I don't get? I don't get why celebrities' opinions matter when it comes to things like politics. You know, when you're a celebrity, you're probably in the 1%, probably have a high net worth, and things like inflation, $5 gas prices, 8% mortgage rates doesn't really affect you like it affects the 99% of us. So since you're insulated against all these problems, why does your opinion matter? You know what I'm saying? Of course, a lot of these celebrities are against gun ownership. They can afford private security. You know what I'm saying? Of course, these celebrities don't care about open borders and illegal alien invaders because they live in very rich neighborhoods with private gated communities and private entrances. So you got to understand something. When a celebrity speaks up and stands with someone like Joe Biden, who's destroyed this country, it means nothing because none of the problems that affect us affect them. That's why we need Trump back. Trump's for the people, the 99% of us. God bless Trump. You know what I don't get? I don't get why celebrities' opinions matter when it comes to things like politics.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I like this guy a lot. He's 100% right. And that's why when I see someone like 50 Cent talk about Trump and talk about him in a good light and say, I think we need Trump back when it's this to the state of New York, I'm like, wow, that really hit. When you hear Cardi B saying that, Amber Rose, I'm like, wow, I really appreciate that because they're part of that 1%. They live in a gated place or in a huge penthouse where you can't even get into the entrance of the bottom floor. They're completely insulated. They probably don't even buy their own groceries anymore. So they don't have to really speak up, but for some reason they do. I really like it. But he's 100% right. Why are we listening to these people? They get marched out in front of us all the time when it comes to endorsing Obama and endorsing Biden, and even back when Hillary Clinton was running. They get put in front of us, but these problems don't affect them. Taylor Swift talking about, I got to speak up against Trump. It's like, aren't you almost a billionaire? What? Like, her interaction with regular people is being on a stage in front of 60,000 people. That's how she interacts with people. Like, what? Or employees. That's it. So it's like, why are we listening to them? It was just a perfect response. And that guy right there, I actually found out that this is him. I actually found him, Adam Francisco. And this guy, when he says invaders, some people take offense, but look at this guy, ex-Democrat, now nuclear mega, pronouns are poppy. And he is a Jewish Mexican American legal immigrant. Wow, this guy could easily just go and be woke. He has a lot of the cards. He's good. Wow, he even has a YouTube channel. I was checking it out. He's like a political street comedy guy, commentator. Pretty good stuff. I don't even gonna hit that subscribe button. Go ahead. I don't know that guy. I'm not doing this for any reason. I liked what he had to say. Found it very, very enlightening. So I'm gonna give him a listen later on. And I just wanted to end it off with this. Benny Johnson comparing Jack Black to Karl Marx. Now, again, I don't like when we throw these vile names. Karl Marx did some bad things, bad ideology, and we put him to Jack Black. Jack Black is a little name compared to Karl Marx, but I have to say, and I think we agree, that beard, that hairstyle he has going on is very similar to Karl Marx. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, just wanted to bring you that. I said I wouldn't spend too much time on it, and I meant it. It's just sad when you see these celebrities giving in like that, especially when it's so obvious. Like, there's nothing sincere about what we just saw with Jack Black. He's on a big stage. He says his manager called him to do it, which means that if his manager didn't call him to do it, he never would have done it. He never would have said, my president and democracy needs me. He wouldn't have said any of that. He just would have been at home with his kids. Obviously, it was for the money. Sold out. How about that? Not surprised, though. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Helps the channel tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.